Mom, I'm getting married!
What? Kevin, this is so sudden!
Melissa's pregnant!
What? Pregnant?
We just found out last week. Pretty crazy, right?
So you're getting married because she's pregnant? That means it's a shotgun wedding?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Kevin, marriage is a serious commitment. You can't just rush into it because of circumstances.
But we were already thinking about when to get married, so it's actually perfect timing. These days they call it a blessing wedding, Mom.
You're right. I guess the order doesn't matter these days. Congratulations, Kevin.
Thanks, Mom. I knew you'd understand.
Please give Melissa my regards, too. I'd like to meet with her, too, to discuss everything properly.
Sure. By the way, the baby's due next summer. A summer baby is bound to be healthy and energetic.
Yes, I'm already so excited about it.
Melissa's really happy, too. She's already planning nursery colors and everything.
That's wonderful, but Kevin, are you two going to be okay? I'm happy about the pregnancy, but getting married so suddenly, are you sure you two are ready for this responsibility?
What do you mean? Is there a problem? Something wrong with getting married?
Not a problem exactly, but I'm worried about your practical situation. Kevin, you just changed jobs this spring, didn't you? And you said your salary went down compared to your previous company.
Oh, that. Yeah, it's not ideal timing, I guess. With fewer quotas than my old company, the salary inevitably dropped by about $10,000, I'd say.
That is a significant amount, Kevin. How are you planning to manage?
I mean, the work environment is way better now. Less stress, better work-life balance.
That's important, but you'll have a family to support soon. And Melissa quit her job recently too, right? Something about workplace relationship problems. But she hasn't found a new job yet, has she?
Yeah, there was this mean senior employee giving her trouble. They really made her life miserable, called her incompetent, gave her impossible deadlines. After that, she's been looking for a job, but the job market is tough right now.
That sounds awful, but quitting without another job lined up.
But quitting relieved her stress, and then she got pregnant. Talk about lucky. It's like the universe was telling her to focus on the baby instead. No need for her to force herself to find work with a baby on the way.
Don't be so carefree about this. Your income has dropped significantly, and Melissa has zero income and no job. And now a pregnancy. Have you thought about your future properly?
Mom, you worry too much. People have babies all the time and figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. That's why we're counting on you, Mom.
What? Counting on me? Kevin, what exactly are you expecting from me?
Well, you know, family helps family, right? A cute grandchild is on the way. Monthly support for your son and daughter-in-law would be appreciated.
Monthly support? Kevin, what are you talking about?
Please, Mom, just until we get back on our feet. It wouldn't be forever.
This is your responsibility as adults. You can't just expect me to bail you out.
Like you just said, our income situation isn't great right now. It's natural for a mother to help her son and daughter-in-law, right? Besides, this is your grandchild we're talking about. Don't you want what's best for the baby?
Of course I want what's best, but that doesn't mean I should enable your poor planning.
It's not poor planning, Mom. It's just bad timing. I trust that you'll help us for the sake of your cute grandchild.
Kevin, you're putting me in an impossible position. This can't be serious. Don't tell me you decided to get married counting on my financial support.
Of course, we calculated everything properly.
What?
Mom, you have the inheritance Dad left you. Plus, you've always been serious and frugal about spending money. You definitely have enough savings to give your son and daughter-in-law monthly support.
How dare you assume what I can or can't afford?
I'm not assuming. I know you, Mom. You've always been smart with money. I'm so glad to have such a reliable mother.
What? Are you out of your mind? Reliable doesn't mean I'm your personal bank account. Expecting financial support from your pension-dependent elderly mother. Stop being such a spoiled brat.
Mom, that's harsh. I'm not being spoiled. I'm being practical. So don't say that, please, Mom. You're the only person I can rely on. Or do you want to embarrass your son?
What? Embarrass you? How would saying no embarrass you?
Melissa's family is pretty well off, and they would probably help if we asked. But asking the wife's family for money would be unmanly, right? What kind of a husband can't provide for his own family? So I have no choice but to ask you, Mom. So please do your best for your dear son and grandchild.
Hey, Helen! Hello, Melissa. How are you feeling? How's the pregnancy going? The pregnancy is fine, but I need to talk to you about something important. What's with this pathetic amount of money? Excuse me? What do you mean? The amount you've been sending to us. Are you serious with this amount? I'm pregnant with your precious grandchild. And your support is only $300 a month? Are you kidding me? What? But Melissa, I thought $300 was a reasonable start. A reasonable start? Helen, do you have any idea how much it costs to raise a child? This isn't nearly enough. Think about what's normal here. Usually you transfer at least $1,000 a month without being asked, right? $1,000? That's more than some people's rent, Melissa. $1,000 a month is impossible for me to send. I have my own life to live, Melissa. Huh? Living alone in retirement doesn't cost that much money, does it? Stop whining. What? Whining? I'm trying to explain my financial limitations. Look, Helen, I'm going to be straight with you here. Kevin told me about it. You and your late husband saved up quite a bit, didn't you? Kevin told you about our personal finances? If you're going to leave it as inheritance for your son anyway, you might as well give it to us now. That way you can see Kevin and the baby actually benefit from it. Melissa? That's not how inheritance works. And besides, I hate to disappoint you, but our savings are tight. Tight? What do you mean tight? We spent quite a bit on my husband's medical and care expenses. The cancer treatments, the nursing home, the medications. It all added up. The savings we'd built up over the years aren't much left now, so I'm also working hard to manage on my pension. That can't be true! Kevin said you guys are well prepared for retirement. He said we had money to count on, so don't worry. I had high expectations for you, Helen. Well then, I think Kevin may have misunderstood our situation. So you're actually poor? This is unbelievable! Poor? Well, isn't that what it is? Having almost no savings and living by stretching your pension. You're just a poor old lady. Excuse me? How dare you speak to me that way? This is completely different from what I was told. Kevin made it sound like you were sitting on a pile of money just waiting to spoil your grandchildren. You know, when you get married, you either hit the jackpot with wealthy in-laws or you get stuck with poor ones. I can't believe my mother-in-law lottery was such a huge miss. This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to raise the baby in my belly? Mother-in-law lottery? Wait, Melissa, don't you think you're being rude to me after counting on someone without permission? I never agreed to support you financially. Kevin asked, and I agreed to help modestly. Don't you feel like you're being disrespectful? Disrespectful? That's my line. I'm graciously marrying your son. I'm even pregnant with your precious grandchild. And you can't even provide decent support. Don't you think that's disrespectful to your daughter-in-law? Graciously marrying my son? Marriage should be about love, not transactions. What? Love doesn't pay the bills, Helen. We need practical support here. Anyway, the $300 monthly support is absolutely mandatory. I'm not negotiating on this point. That's the minimum we need. There's no point making a fuss with someone who has no money, so I'll let this slide for now. But when you have extra money, please give us more support. Try to save a little for your grandchild's sake. Melissa, you're being completely unreasonable. And I was wondering, aren't you going to work? If you're so worried about money, you should work first. Work? Are you kidding me right now? I have no intention of working. Companies are a pain with all the office politics and drama. Instead of working and getting stressed, I want to focus on my child. Besides, stress is bad for the baby. I read that in all the pregnancy books. So I plan to be a stay-at-home mom. Really? Being a stay-at-home mom is a luxury that requires financial stability first. It's not a luxury. It's what's best for the child. Don't you want what's best for your grandchild? That's why I'm counting on your support, Helen. Please support us properly as a mother-in-law. This is... Oh, that's right. Kevin and I talked about it the other day, and we decided to have a wedding ceremony before the birth. Oh, a wedding ceremony? We figured we should do it properly, you know, for the baby's sake. That sounds wonderful, but what about the money? We'll have a small ceremony with just family and try to do it cheaply. Nothing too fancy, just a nice venue, some flowers, a photographer. But of course, we're always welcome to receive support for the wedding too. What? More financial requests? Melissa, where does this end? Come on, Helen. It's your son's wedding. Don't you want it to be special? I don't expect much from a poor old lady, but please do your best as a mother-in-law. You really can't help yourself, can you? Always with the insults. I'm just being realistic about our situation here. Well then, excuse me. Helen, what's the meaning of this? Hello, Melissa. You look beautiful today. Congratulations. Don't try to change the subject with pleasantries. It's our wedding day and you show up in a cheap dress. Can't you wear a nice outfit like my parents? I thought I looked presentable. This was one of my better dresses. Better? Helen, my mom is wearing a $500 dress, and look at what you're wearing. You look exactly like a poor person. Kevin told me to dress casually. He said it's just a small ceremony with family, so I didn't need to get too dressed up. Casually doesn't mean cheaply, Helen. There's a difference. Even so, a parent should at least wear a proper outfit. This is going to be in all our wedding photos forever. Settling for a flimsy, cheap dress is unbelievable. I'm sorry if my appearance doesn't meet your standards, Melissa. Oh, sorry. You couldn't afford a nice outfit because you don't have money, right? You still can't help but mock me, can you? I came to celebrate, and yet... I even splurged on the wedding gift, but this is how you treat me. Huh? Splurged? Are you talking about that wedding envelope full of fake bills? What? Fake bills? What do you mean? Come on, Helen, I'm not stupid. The envelope was surprisingly thick, so I couldn't help peeking inside. When I counted it, there was $5,000. I was shocked, but you just padded it with play money, right? What? Don't be ridiculous. It's all real money, of course. No way, that can't be true. Real money? Are you seriously trying to convince me of this? Where would a poor pensioner get that kind of money? Poor people shouldn't try to show off. I am not poor, and that money is completely real. There's no way you could afford a $5,000 wedding gift. Because this is the last time. The last time what? This is the last severance payment, so I scraped together what I could. This $5,000 is both a wedding gift and a severance pay from me. Starting today, let's cut ties, Melissa. Huh? What are you saying on a day like this? Cutting ties with your son and daughter-in-law. Don't you realize how stupid that sounds? What? It's not stupid at all. It's necessary for my peace of mind. Helen, you can't be serious about this. Your precious grandchild is about to be born. If you cut ties with us, you won't be able to see your grandchild either. Is that okay with you? Yes, I don't mind. A child born from two people I don't find endearing won't be endearing either. What? How can you say something so heartless about your own grandchild? It's not heartless, it's honest. Anyway, don't get involved with me anymore. I'm cutting ties and will provide absolutely no support. You can't do this! We have an agreement! You're saying you'll stop even the measly $300 support? If you call it measly, then you don't need it. You can manage $300 on your own. What? What's with that annoying attitude? That's not the point. We need that money. Besides, I don't like a poor person like you declaring we're cutting ties. If you cut ties with your son and daughter-in-law, don't come crying to us in your old age. Crying to you? That's laughable. Thank you for your concern, but I'll be fine in my old age. If I sell my condo, I'll have plenty for living alone in retirement. Wait, what did you just say? Condo? What do you mean? Helen, you're not supposed to have any real assets, right? I never said I had no assets. I only said my savings were tight. I may not have cash, but I do have real estate assets. What? Real estate? How much real estate? Just before he died, my husband decided to buy a condo. He said it was dangerous to leave an old lady with a lot of cash. It would be safer to have it in property form that couldn't be easily spent. So that's why he bought a condo? He was such a thoughtful husband. He had learned a lot from investment-savvy friends. His will was practically a real estate manual. The golden rule of real estate investment is not to sell easily. Hold on to it as long as possible and sell only when absolutely necessary. So you held on to it without selling all this time? I held on to it because that was the smart financial decision. And yes, even when my son and daughter-in-law asked for support, I didn't even sell it. I've been living modestly, cutting into my small savings and pension, but now is the time to act. I don't have a son to leave an inheritance to anymore, so I'll sell it and use the money for my retirement. This can't be happening! You're really going to cut us off completely? So from now on, please ask your parents for support. I already told your parents everything. What? But I was surprised. Melissa, you hadn't told your own parents about the pregnancy yet. And you'd hidden the fact that you were asking me for $300 monthly support. Your parents were completely shocked. They had no idea. No way. Wait! You told my parents everything without permission? You had no right to interfere in my family business. I was keeping it secret for a reason. How could you do this? What reason could you possibly have for hiding a pregnancy? Why would you need to keep it secret? The baby is your parents' precious grandchild, too. You should have told your parents first, before me. That's true, but you wouldn't understand. There are complicated circumstances that make it hard to tell them. Ah, that's right. Sorry. Because you already have one child, don't you? And you're forcing your parents to take care of that child? It would be hard to say you're pregnant again. What? Your parents told me in return for my bombshell announcement. Melissa, you were already a mother, the child from your previous relationship. But he ran away before you got married, and you secretly gave birth alone. Now you're begging your parents to raise the child instead? Well, you see... That situation was completely different. You don't understand what I went through. I understand enough to see a pattern of behavior. Your parents aren't happy about you being an unwed mother, and now you're marrying a new boyfriend. And you already have another baby on the way. It would be hard to explain, and asking for financial support would be impossible. Of course, you desperately ask me for support. You haven't told Kevin about this, have you? What? Are you telling me you're hiding the fact that you're already a mother from my son? I'm not exactly hiding it. I just missed the right timing to tell him. The timing never felt right, or you never intended to tell him. I'm speechless. But don't worry, I have no intention of saying anything. After all, I'm cutting ties today and don't want to get involved in messy situations. Well then, I'll leave the wedding gift and go home now.
What the hell is this? Melissa has another kid? I never heard about this. An unwed mother? What's that supposed to mean?
I see Melissa's parents filled you in.
Why do I suddenly have to become a father to some stranger's kid?
Don't say that. Just do your best. One child or two doesn't make much difference. That stranger's kid is going to be your stepchild. You might want to adjust your attitude.
Of course it does make a difference. I'm about to become a father for the first time. And now I'm starting with 2 kids right away? This is ridiculous.
But you're already married and had the wedding ceremony yesterday.
Yeah, but some things are just impossible. Melissa and her parents have been acting weird and distant. And Mom, you left after giving the wedding gift.
I left because I had said everything I needed to say.
I thought something was strange during the wedding, and when I got home, I found out there's already another child. This revelation came way too late.
Complain to Melissa. Venting to me won't solve anything.
Yeah, but...
Just accept it and do your best. Ask her parents for support like you asked me.
Of course I asked right away, but they said I'm being too selfish and they won't help. Apparently Melissa explained things to her parents in a self-serving way. They thought I accepted the child and married her knowing everything.
Oh my, so Melissa lied to them too. But I'm not surprised.
Even when I said I knew nothing about it, they wouldn't listen. Either way, the baby in her belly is your child, they said. You can't say you'll divorce just because you didn't know won't work, they said.
Well, that's true. Melissa's parents are being jerked around too, poor things.
Mom, please don't say you're cutting ties with us. Please help us and your grandchildren. With such a nice condo as a real estate asset, you can afford it, right?
What?
I'm sorry I let my wife say whatever she wanted. I know Melissa was rude to you, but I can control her better now. And I'm sorry we weren't grateful, even though you were supporting us with $300 a month. But we're both really sorry now.
Sorry doesn't undo months of disrespect and manipulation.
Hey, please try to forgive us. Can't we get along from now on? Want to live together and raise the 2 cute grandchildren together?
Live together with you two? Absolutely not. I don't want to raise them, and I absolutely don't want to live together. Besides, I've already sold the condo and decided to move into a senior living facility, so give up on me.
What? You've already made those arrangements?
When I decided to cut ties with my son and daughter-in-law, I prepared everything with that resolve. That's exactly why I gave you $5,000 as severance pay. It's too late to come crying to me now.
No way! Then what are we supposed to do? We won't get support from either set of parents, but the baby is due soon, and I can't support the whole family on my salary alone!
Even if you can't support them, you have to find a way. Figure it out yourselves. You're adults. Get another job, sell a kidney, whatever. There are still things you can do.
What? Sell a kidney? Mom, you can't be serious!
And you can have Melissa work too. You're about to become a father, so don't whine and just work hard. That's what being a parent means.
Well, that's true, but with a newborn and a toddler...
Millions of parents manage it every day. Well then, take care.
Mom, please reconsider!
Goodbye, Kevin. You and Melissa work hard together as a couple, because your family is just her and the children now. After that, the two of them were officially cut off by her parents as well, and I hear they're now living in a small, cheap apartment. Kevin started working night shifts too, working from morning to night, and Melissa is doing piecework while studying for professional certifications. She plans to look for work immediately after giving birth. They seem to be struggling quite a bit, but I hope they continue working hard without relying on anyone else. As for me, I sold the condo as declared and used that money to move into a senior living facility. I've made friends with other residents, and grandchildren of other residents visit here, making every day lively. It looks like my retirement will be more enjoyable than I imagined.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.